welcome to the Paper Snob. This is Tara. Today I'm working on the Traci Reed Design Creative Team. It is my first solo blog post on her blog, and so I will have the blog listed below for you to go check out. You are also going to get to see me create this layout right here. And what I have for you is the new collection, Bookish. It is stunning. You will be amazed. And I am going to be doing a technique where I'm going to cut out the center of this blue and white striped paper. I'm going to back it with another pattern, which is this bookshelf printed paper. It isn't that pretty. This has got some beautiful, beautiful colors in it. I've also got a couple of trays here to organize the ephemera that I have print and cut. I've kind of moved it around a little bit. I've got flowers in this tray, and then like journaling spots and stuff about books up here, bookmarks, candles and coffee cups. There's a post-it note and some other things here. So that's kind of fun. And I am going to go ahead and pause. We're going to get started. I am going to be scrapbooking my Goodreads year in review from 2023. So this is how many books I read in 2023. I actually beat that in 2024, so I'm kind of proud of that. But I've been slowly going up a couple of books per year, and I think that has a lot to do with the fact that I'm not homeschooling any longer, so I'm able to read more, and that's fun. So I'm going to pause. We're going to get started with this, and I'll be right back. So I'm going to trim my photo just a little bit. I believe I end up trimming 1.5 inches off the length and only a little sliver from the top to remove some cut off words. The photo is actually a screenshot from my Goodreads account, and it left just a little tiny bit of words at the top, and I just wanted to get those off. The very first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to adhere the ledger piece that I've already cut a circle out of the middle with my Cameo. The blog post does give you a little bit of instructions on how to do that, so make sure that you click that blog post link below to read up on that. What I am doing now is I am taking my background from my foam dots and I'm cutting it down into pieces, and I'm using that in the place of fun foam to add texture and depth to my background. The second reason that I'm doing this part is because I know that I'm going to want to tuck things underneath that top piece of paper. So giving this little bit of space allows me to tuck things very easily. And it always makes me happy to be able to use up all of something, even if it's just something as simple as the outside of my foam adhesive. I do save all of this so that I can use it up, and that way it doesn't go in the trash and I don't have to cut into a fresh sheet of fun foam or use up a whole bunch of foam dots. It just makes it very easy. So the next part, I will be flipping it over, and I typically line it up on the bottom before I lay it down flat. That way I get it on there evenly. Sometimes it doesn't work out that easily, but this time I managed to get it on there, I think, in one try. So I'm just peeling off the back of my foam adhesive. I'm gonna lay it down and see, I get it on there evenly the very first time. I smooth it down, and now I have the background completely ready to begin finishing up this layout. So I first try my photo on the left-hand side, and I'm like, no, I don't like that because of the words in the middle. I feel like you wouldn't be able to see them as much. So I tucked that photo under the right-hand side. So the next thing I did is I put that little yellow piece is a post-it note, and I used my Cameo to print and cut all of the stickers and embellishments that I used on this layout. I put the book there and I add a banner that says I read past my bedtime, which is absolutely true. I'm usually still reading about 1 o'clock in the morning, so a very fitting piece to add to my layout. Now I have that stack of books underneath the open book, and for now it kind of stays there. But as I build the clusters on top of the printed floral clusters on the ledger paper, I realize that it's too heavy to be on that side, and so I will move it. But for now, I'm just going to kind of continue building this upper right cluster. I have all of the floral bits in that Tidy Boss tray, and I am able to just kind of flip through them and get what I think I want to use. And that makes it very easy to decide if you organize them in a tray or even using a paper plate or something. If you organize your embellishments as you go, it makes it very easy to dig through them. So I have created enough floral clusters on top of the floral clusters that makes me happy. When I pull out this title piece, it says I love you. I'm going to just use the words I love, and the actual you I'll set aside for another title at another time. So I glued down some of the embellishments in the title and things so that I could finish up here. And I went ahead and I added the little flare piece that says Book Nerd to my upper right hand floral cluster. I also went ahead and I printed and cut with my Cameo the tile letters in black, and also a little quote that was in the sticker sheets or maybe the embellishment pack in the digital kit. And now I have moved that stack of books over to the lower right hand side, and I'm creating a very small embellishment cluster with some florals and the quote there. Okay, I got my layout completely finished. I'm quite happy with the way that it turned out. Off camera, I went ahead and I finished gluing everything down. I did use foam adhesive in several places, like on the flowers and underneath the edges here where these stickers came off of my top layer. You note that I also scooched that photo underneath my top layer so that we would have some dimension and depth here. That is one of my favorite things to create, is dimension, depth, and texture. And that's so much fun. I also put a little bit of adhesive, foam adhesive here. I just tucked this one here right underneath the cluster that I built with the flowers that are printed on the paper, as well as the ones that I had print and cut. That looked really fun. You know that this started out over here and I ended up moving it to this side, too many pairs of glasses. I think it's fun that I wear glasses, but I don't have glasses on in that photo, but that's fine. I want to thank you for coming to my channel today. I really appreciate those of you who take the time to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new here. I would love to have you subscribe. Just click that link down below. If you have any comments or questions, make sure you leave those below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. The links for this collection will be in my description box below, as well as the link to the blog post that I will be creating for this layout. So make sure you check those out as well. And while you're at the blog, look at all the other wonderful posts that have happened all month long with this new collection, as well as a few other collections. You will be amazed at the talent that this team has. I am super amazed every time I see a layout put out by one of my team members, and I would love it if you would support them. Thank you again for being here, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.